All right. After some technical difficulties, we are back with weeks 5 and 6 of Super Draft Bros season 5. I'm here with the Bros, Skanky and DVD Poola. What's up, guys?
Yo,
What's up? What's up?
take two.
Yeah, this is take two. Unfortunately, we we recorded the intro and game one with my mic muted, so we had to reschedule to re-record that, which delayed the video. But here we are, getting it done.
Hell yeah. Get to watch this awesome match again. I think I remember this one.
Yeah, the masquerade.
It's been a little while since we watched it, so I've mostly forgotten.
Yeah, I think I was saying I always love a masquerade lead.
Oh, we weren't talking about Masquerain. Masquerain's so cool. Cool Pokemon. I love
So
them.
cool. Intimidate and webs, it's just nasty.
Yeah, and it gets a lot of mileage here. Spreading Toxic, keeping the webs down on the spinner.
It was my Terra captain in the Paradise Draft League last
Oh,
season.
Masquerain.
Yeah,
Cool.
and I always wanted, I'm like, am I gonna do webs or am I gonna do quiver dance?
Yeah, it's so good at both. Very similar to Ribbon B. Really just a low tier Ribbon B with a better ability.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed.
This wasn't. Oh, was this the Gyarados?
It was.
Okay, okay,
It
okay.
was with the questionable. We'll get to it, I guess. We'll get to it.
Questionable counterplay.
Yeah.
Um,
Yep, Chris. What were you thinking, bud?
so I like the early game from Chris, how he was kind of using Masquerain. I don't know, he was almost like spin blocking just by keeping up the pressure on the Cyclizar.
Mm-hmm.
And now that it's gone, he does have the opportunity to get webs up for good, but Alex has his scary Pokemon out on the field.
Does Chris have a fighting type
Not on
on his roster?
on his roster.
Yeah. Can we pull up the matchups?
Um, let's see what he has.
Because I know the Shed Tails ban,
Is
but
this the team?
Cyclizar is still so
What's the right
annoying.
team? What's the right team? This team. Um, no fighting types to be found. No, none.
Damn. Damn,
Um,
I like a fighting type.
had Heracross at one point. Yeah, Mr. Fighting Type over here, the gentleman himself. So Arcanine takes some chip getting the Rabombi off the field. Crit
Nasty
installed.
burn on low
Yeah.
Oh
kicks.
yeah, I forgot about that burn.
Should pull a Bestrin and always have facade on your physical attackers, everyone.
Spoilers. Hold on, we haven't gotten to that point in the video, remember? I
So you did it last season. I remember that.
did it occasionally.
I think you did it against a Rotom Heat, a team with Rotom.
Here we go. We're bouncing. We're
We're
trampolining out
Yeah,
here.
bouncing.
bounce.
I love this. Bounce is like one of those moves where you always see it's like, oh, Gyarados' stab move. How bad could it be? And then you can, I mean, if you've ever
Go
tried to make
back.
it work, it's so bad. It really is that
Go
bad.
back. That was the turn. That
Oh
was the
no.
turn.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he didn't expect to survive, but even then, why not just click T-Bolt or Volt Switch even?
Oh yeah. It was the kilowatt troll. What did it do? It,
It
You
U-turn.
turned.
Why U-turn? Who Chris, my man. I love you, dude, but
Making it hard for yourself.
I'm not gonna say that lost him the game,
No,
but
this
I will
Gyarados
say
was.
that lost him the game.
It may not have lost the game. May have lost a little respect. Um, I don't know, dude. Bounce Gyarados popping off is just so fun to see. I love the way Alex is
Yeah.
using these old school mods. Like, there's still like relevant threats with the Gyara and.
Well, they
Um,
are when you bring U-turn. I was gonna say he probably Obviously, he should have T-bolted or volt switched there. But that sub being up prevented him from having the Intimidate come out, which would have just been a band-aid on an open wound, but it still would have helped a ton. Because the extreme speed is what killed the sub.
Oh yeah.
And then once Arc H went down, his his very last Mon
5 hits.
came in
Yeah.
to get the Intim. The toxic there is just funny.
I mean, what else can you really do?
I don't know. Probably click Quiver Dance and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
The last second sweep with U-turn quiver dance. Yeah.
I've like I said, I had him last season in that other league.
Mm-hmm.
I would bring Quiver Dance and Sticky Webs
Oh
at the
yeah.
same time, just in case.
You sticky web early, and then later you come back in as a quiver dancer.
Yeah, or I would Quiver Dance first, freak them out, and if they hit me, I'm Focus Sash. If they switch to their spinner, I'm gonna do it again because I'm
Oh yeah.
Focus Sash.
Natho did that a lot with Omastar. He had an Omastar that he would just bring as a suicide lead and Shell Smash turn one pretty much always.
Oh, those were some good
And then
games.
he would use, I mean, sometimes he would just spikes anyway, get off his 2 spikes and die. But if you made the wrong move, he was going to take a Mon down with him.
It's so threatening because like you want to protect your spinners, but like you got to get rid of the webs or whatever they're putting down.
Yeah.
All right. Picking up, we've got Bomby Boss. We got ChatGPT
Oh yes.
back up again. And we're pretty much seeing the same team out of this pretty much every week.
What's Boz's record now with this Chat GPT team?
4-2.
Jesus.
Wait. It's either 4-2 or 3-3. Let me see.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah,
Anything more than 0 wins, I'm impressed.
4-2 with ChatGPT teams.
Yep, 4-2.
I'm not as active in the chord. Is he like sticking with it? Does he roll it and just uses the first team he gets
Yeah,
out of it?
yeah. The only thing he'll re-roll is like whenever it gives Blaziken speed boost or gives something hidden power.
Mm.
He'll re-roll it. So he's been using like one of the Blazikens he brought had Blaze and Protect, but no speed boost to take advantage with Protect.
Love it. Respect.
I love Yon Mega.
Cam killer.
The Yanmega terrifying after it swept last week with, was it Dragon Dance? Something crazy.
Sword
Yeah.
dance,
Sword
dude.
dance,
Speaking
yeah.
of resting on your laurels, change the nickname, Bombi. Come on. Rock polish. Love that.
Oh yeah, we got the offensive Bisharp, but it's scared out by the Grasser, which probably should just come in immediately.
Now, me and Skanky had Bisharp in that weird
Mm-hmm.
doubles team
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
we did a couple seasons ago. I don't think we ever strayed from like the literal first Smogon set.
I don't think so either.
Eviolite Sword Stance, 3 attacks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's pretty good. Pretty good at what it
it is.
does.
It is. So like I didn't even know it got rock polish because I didn't even scroll down the list. I just
No, I just knew that was a
got the paste.
legit pace to use.
Yeah, Bommy's been bringing some heat sets. We're seeing the
For
Entei
sure.
Trailblaze up here, which is pretty terrifying to let it just do that. These Pokemon are so. I mean, the distribution on Trailblaze is just crazy. Like Raikou and Entei
Yeah.
grass coverage all of a sudden.
Yeah, whenever I saw that go through, I was just like, I had no idea. It's like everything just has knockoff and toxic now.
Yeah.
Literally.
All right,
Ride me,
Krosma
Poola.
doesn't take shit from anything. Jesus. There comes in the Sucker Punch.
This looks familiar, doesn't it? Ending the game with Slow King and Bisharp. Has this happened another week?
Yeah, most likely. Well, this one has a really fun ending
Ah, yes, it does.
with this insane Blaziken set.
The Swords Dance.
Yeah.
Now, what was
Because
the calc on that?
the calc is Brave Bird probably doesn't kill without it. But he
But
hits
what
the
about that
Brave Bird.
surf?
The surf.
2% left. 2%
Oh yeah,
left.
it had to have been close.
That had to have been super close. Like, I
Wasn't
know
a
this is
surf.
a
It was a
game of
surf, not a
inches here.
scald too. Yeah.
Man, that's
Um,
very, very unfortunate. But that's the game.
yeah. It's just a super rough calc. Surf should have been minimum 86.
There was a
Ooh,
lot of close games these past 2 weeks. I feel like there was a lot of 1-0s.
I know. RNGesus has made an appearance in like almost every game.
And how much was Bravebird doing without the bulk up? 30 to 35. I mean, without the sword stance. So yeah,
Wow. Wow.
we got our first 0-0 victory that we've ever seen. No diff,
Did
but
not know that was possible.
Yeah, I thought that was a glitch in that bot we use.
oh,
I was like,
Porygon.
oh,
Well,
yeah, Porygon. I
every
was,
Pokemon died. There was a winner, but every Pokemon did die.
Did Porygon get it right? It said 0-0?
I think
Um,
so, yeah.
I don't remember what Porygon said, but
Because
yeah.
I know Porygon hates Zoro.
Mm-hmm. It does hate Zoroark. Um,
I think it was last season against you. It gave the other team like the 7-0 or
oh yeah,
something.
if Zoroark ate. Yeah, it did say Boss won 0-0, which is exactly what we wrote down.
I mean, that's probably best case scenario, right? If you lose, at least your diff
Yeah,
doesn't take a hit.
yeah, exactly. All right, moving
Rhyperior.
along. I know, dude. I love Rhyperior. We've got Trey into Chad here. Psychic noise.
Yeah, what an interesting choice.
I didn't know it got that move, but it must be boosted off of Punk Rock. It's a sound move.
But would he bring that specifically for the doggy?
Yeah, Psychic to hit at 4x instead of with Boom Burst. I guess it's worth.
I mean, I almost would think that using the stab discharge or
Overdrive,
um,
yeah.
overdrive, yeah,
Overdrive gives free switch into Rhyperior. Psychic Noise gives free
true.
switch into Iron Jug. It's alright, it's not bad.
Not bad, but I don't know if it's good. Sorry. T-Wave. I'm having trouble figuring out what this Registeel is all about.
Heat Wave.
Or Thunder Wave, sorry.
T Wave, yeah, yeah.
T-Wave, yeah.
Oh, misses the gong. Oh, that's
Oh,
huge.
yeah.
That's like immediate one shot.
Back to that
Ooh,
teams, that captains, double captains league we did.
Mm-hmm.
Anything under 90% accuracy, I just hate bringing
You veto.
because of when we had Salamence.
Oh yeah.
Like, I swear to God, dual wing beat missed more than 50% of the time when I was
oh yeah.
practicing.
This Hitmonchan goes in a little bit. It
Hitmonchan's good,
cleans up the weakened Braviary, and then it goes 1-for-1 with the Duraludon.
which was an interesting switch in here. Because
Yeah.
what do we know that he has at this point?
For what?
What does Chan have?
All we
His
see is
Chan's
Rapid
moves.
Spin, Mach Punch, knockoff.
Yeah, so I would think Toxtricity, right? Because we know he has
I think
Psychic Noise.
I think he didn't bring toxicity in because toxicity was down like 30%. So I think
13. Tox would
13,
have
I mean.
died.
Yeah, to a mock. So like he,
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder what the
and then
last move
anything else,
is here. It's probably not Earthquake. Even I don't even think it gets Earthquake. Um,
probably sword stance.
Sword Stance. Yeah, probably Sword Stance. You're right.
That's why I was surprised to not see the offensive Registeel.
You expected to see the Regis.
Earthquake Registeel.
Oh, well, he's not going to be running Earthquake. He can only run high horsepower on the Bulu team, so that
Mm.
might limit the team building a little bit. High horsepower fight,
Love to see it.
and then a Trailblaze. That move's so nasty. That's so scary. Looking down a +1 Entei. And I guess no matter what, +1 Jug always comes in and outspeeds the Entei. Big high horsepower. Yeah, that covers everything that's left. Yeah, at this
Jeez.
point, he's just allowed to click ground move until he wins. Yep, yep, yep.
Bulu sucks. I had him season 3, and I still agree with this. I loved him. He's great, but yeah,
He was fun, but
he is.
I had to get rid of him.
The lack of no physical fairy moves is kind of tragic.
Yeah.
Game Freak knew what they were doing.
Oh yeah, yeah, they always do, don't they? Okay, who
Okay.
do we have here?
Red Shirt Nips.
Red shirt Nips.
This might have been the first time we saw the rain angle from Red Shirt. He's got
Yes.
the rain dance Raikou, probably with Weather Ball. Um, the Taurus Blaze next to it was kind of weird because it's lowering its own fire damage.
Yeah, for him to go immediately into that,
Yeah, that
even
was
maybe he was sacking to get Toad in.
Mm-hmm. Um, Man, this
I
is tough
remember
though.
giving him feedback after this game, saying I think Special Toad would have been better here with Mandibuzz just walling anything physical. Like if you want to rain sweep, you need to consider the other team's walls.
Yeah. Something on this team had to handle Mandibuzz, and Raikou's really the only one that can.
Right.
Unless he's got like Toxic on the muck, but he
The
manages to take down a
weakness
lot. Oh, dude, this
policy
Colossal was almost so cool. It's got
that
Rapid Spin,
I love this set.
but it wasn't fast enough to make a difference.
No, it
I
was
thought I
not.
thought I got Rock Polish. I really would have liked to see Rock Polish instead of Rapid Spin there if you're going to do the weakness policy.
I guess he was killing two birds with one stone for the utility of having
Maybe.
rapid spin. I
Um,
respect it. I respect it.
yeah, but with that down, yeah, this Raikou is the last thing that could kill the Mandibuzz.
Yep, so it's already GG.
This is Banded Metagross, and this Life Orb Seismitoad is going to kill itself trying. Oof.
Yep. Very sad.
It doesn't get like Sword Stance or anything, does it? Nasty Plot?
Size? No.
size now.
No, sadly.
Yeah, just needed something that could break through the Mandibuzz because it was unkillable.
Yeah, even I think just same set if you really want to have physical Toad, but maybe bring a Toxic
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
instead of Ice Punch. Or maybe keep Ice Punch for Toad Scroll, but
Yeah,
yeah, I
Drain
don't what
Punch might not have been necessary. At least against this lineup, it wasn't. I don't know what that was looking out for because you got EQ for Cobalion anyway.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
that's what I was about to say.
If you're Life Orb, any kind of healing is gonna help, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, we don't see Life Orb a whole lot these days, kind of for that reason because it's just important to stay healthy.
Oh, come see my team on high tier. All Life
Oh,
Orb.
oh yeah. Oh baby. All right, we got Cam versus Tibbs here. Both these teams, I think they're both sitting pretty high in Helix.
Yeah. Oh no. Tibbs is
Tibbs
3-3, which
Cam still has a match
I
to
mean,
play
it's pretty
this week.
competitive on the Helix side, isn't it?
Helix is so close, yeah.
yeah.
Like even Skanky somehow, due to all his
Yeah.
hacks.
I don't want to talk about it.
So this one starts out pretty interesting. I think he basically ends up trading. Tibbs basically ends up trading Decidueye for Iron Leaves, which is always a good deal.
Oh yeah, because we all remember that Alex game.
Oh yeah, Alex's made leaves look really scary. It is really scary. Oh, I love Balloon Jolteon to wall the Sandy Shocks.
Yeah, it's genius.
And it wants to set up Calm Mind there, but apparently, I don't know. There's too many things that soak the Calm Mind anyway. But the Rocky Helmet Wheezing makes some progress, but Snorlax is going to rest it off. Ooh, but the Iron Defense Registeel to counter it.
Man, Registeel is such a pain to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm facing off against it next week.
Oh, it was Mirror Herb Sandy Shocks. Got the defense boost, but didn't matter. Rocky Helmet damage. Uh,
I just noticed it's not intimidate. Oh, is that
it intimidated the Registeel, I think.
so then this is not levitate wheezing.
Oh no, it is not.
Must be neutralizing gas then.
It must be neutralizing gas. Wait, no, it could be levitate.
Oh, then maybe I wasn't paying attention. Maybe the Incineroar didn't come in against it.
Right. Everybody's been using these defensive Blastoises. Now, I don't think we've seen any Shell Smash Blastoise this season.
Everyone's traumatized by all those the
The
mirror herbs. I
mirror herbs
swear
running
to God,
around.
every game
True.
last season had a mirror herb.
I ran a Blastoise one season, and in every matchup, it was like, wow, I could really use Blastoise as a good tank this game instead of just always running as a tank instead of a sweeper.
Oh, rip. Love seeing a not curse Snorlax.
Yeah, true. Look at that move set. Rest Talk, Body Slam, Heavy Slam, Steel
Might as well
Fang.
be Dondozo.
And with the balloon gone, the Jolteon finally falls to the shocks. Look, I did 37.
Damn.
It might
Is
be
that
AV.
AV?
It might be, yeah. And then CC is going to finish it.
Yeah, it
Horny
must be
boy.
AV.
That's a good one.
Yeah, if it was AV, I mean, it probably doesn't get through the Primo, but yeah, I guess that game was just mostly about the Snorlax. Snorlax just dealt off so much damage after trading down to Iron Leaves. How did he get rid of the Darm? I missed that. Yeah, like the Darm lost to the Snorlax.
Yeah, that was interesting.
He missed the
The
Stone
miss the
Edge.
Stone Edge.
Yeah.
Again?
Oh yeah, and the Stone Edge was doing 36. Crit. Yeah.
That was risky of the Jolteon, but I guess he needed that Calm Mind. But he lost his balloon for it.
Yeah, maybe you don't. I don't know. Maybe
Because like would that have killed anyway?
the plus zero T Bolt probably kills. Probably does 28. Which means you don't call mine because even at plus one, you didn't kill this guy. And you'd rather be at plus zero and have a balloon.
And keep Sandy Shocks out.
Yeah, I guess then just like Heracross comes in and the end result isn't much different.
Yeah, because with the balloon gone, you're inviting Sandy Shocks in.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, the Stone Edge misses were tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cool Snorlax set though.
But again, I rarely risk it for the biscuit, man. 100% accuracy for me.
That's no fun.
Over the Stone Edge. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, we'll have some accuracy discussions for sure later on.
Yeah, won't we?
All right, this is my match against RJ. I don't have a whole lot to say about this matchup. It's the same lineup we've seen, so I'm expecting like a little bit of rain, a little bit of trick room. The biggest thing I was afraid of, this team doesn't have any good stealth rockers. It has Rampardos, but like I know he's never bringing Rampardos as a rocker, so I kind of just used that information to sit on a focus sash all game, so that nothing here was really ever that scary.
Smart.
We got Bastiodon making an appearance for the first time. And the idea for this guy was basically just to sit on Porygon 2 and Appleton and spread Toxic and be annoying. But I never positioned him super well.
Yeah, and if this is the game, yeah, two Toxics where he switches into Steel types.
Mm-hmm.
Because he does have two Steel types, and I get what you're going for. Appleton can be annoying without some Toxic on him. So I like his team comp here.
Yeah, it's good. I've got this really defensive Noivern, which is going to help a lot against this bulky Caesar, because bulky Caesar is one of the few threats to Haxorus. That and like mainly just bulky Caesars in the way of Haxorus. So I had this Rocky Helmet defensive Noivern to come check pretty much anything the Caesar wanted to do. But this guy gets walled by P2 and Appleton, so I have to use the other mons to break them down. Oh yeah, a lot of
Jeez,
toxic into
another
steel.
toxic into steel type.
I was pretty desperate for them, but I mean,
No, I totally agree with that move.
yeah,
You got to toxic those stallers.
yeah. And like my defensive core is really solid too, so I can play the slow game until I eventually get them. Because like neither of us are making progress. He hits a toxic.
Yeah.
It's like I can do this all day. Try to.
I like how you volt switched instead of toxic again.
Oh yeah. Oh, and this is the real worst turn of this match. Was this flamethrower burning? Because this meant I couldn't toxic the pork on 2 for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it looked lucky, but really it was worst case scenario. Because then we get
charge beam.
We get into this little this little war.
I love charge beam.
Oh yeah. It was actually one of the only moves it could have had that made it very threatening, and maybe I should have known better because I think he brought it last week. But like if it's Tri Attack or Ice Beam, it's not doing anything to this Pokemon. But Charge Attack hits neutrally and boosts his special attack, so it was eventually going to make progress.
But it's still doing. Well, there you go.
And even Metal Burst, which I had saved for a while, it wasn't doing shit. I was like, all right, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, he only has Recover only has 8 PP, so you could have waited him out, but that you got to give the people what they want.
True. Didn't want to play that game. The charge beam was really hurt. I leave this guy in on the Trick Room because he's sashed. He's still at full health and still has his sash, so I can kind of just take risks. And then I decide I'll come back later.
I like that move.
I don't remember exactly why I went into this guy. I guess I'm afraid of body press. And I mean, yeah, I guess I was afraid of body press. There's better things I could have switched in there, like, I don't know, because body press hits the Wo-Chien, hits the Rotom, but Wo-Chien probably doesn't take a whole lot from it.
No. And without a rocker, I'm also noticing he doesn't have a Rocky Helm user, which really helps you out a lot with your focus sash.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because you got to have something to chip the physical setup sweepers.
I guess that's why I don't switch the Wo-Chien into the Volt Switch, is because it just gives Caesar free entry.
Smart.
Maybe that's why I didn't do it before. But it is a Swords Dance set, so I basically just can't let it sit in and set up. And I know it's not Roost, which means now it's like within range of Haxorus, so I thought...
Yeah, but he obviously has some bulk because you just outsped him.
Yes, yeah.
With Wo-Chien.
Hit the Blizzard, sack this, and then... Is this the last time? Yeah, that kills. That kills. That almost kills.
Surprising, because Thundy's not that bulky. And extreme speed +2.
Yeah, that was without an item, so a Life Orb would have gotten pretty close, but...
I would love to see how much he invested bulk in that Thundy. Jesus. What was his item?
Focus Sash.
On the Thundy.
Oh.
Probably boots.
Probably boots.
Yeah, it was boots. It didn't take any damage coming in.
Oh, true. If it wasn't, he'd be dead right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, not too bad. The Bastardon did work, which, I mean, served his purpose, which I was happy about.
Absolutely.
And yeah, just focus sash sweepers against no rocks is pretty easy.
Yeah, bring your rocks, people. Rocks or Rocky Helm.
Okay, this is... there we go. Skanky against Astro. All right, you want to walk us through this?
I was not prepared for this match at all. I was I don't even want to.
Just let
I
hacks guide you to the finish line, huh?
pretty much. I messed up pretty big, like right in the beginning, and I just got super flustered.
I love your new team though.
Yeah,
Rocks. Wow. Rocks DD.
Oof.
yeah. I like checked Ironthorn's moves too, and like I saw pin needles, and I was just like,
Nobody
for some
pins
reason,
that.
it clicked in my head that like, oh, he's probably gonna click that, and then I just yeah. Here's where I think I just like went mindless.
I don't remember here. Was he expecting the Hoopa switch in? Yeah, he was.
He was, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably didn't
I
notice
remember
it.
he was trying to bait it in a lot because he knows he's your spin blocker,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
you didn't fall for it any time. And I don't know if that's
No,
because you don't know about spin blocking or it's because you're just big brain.
no, I knew it because I didn't want to fuck up again with the whole Torterra situation of. So I was just like, okay, I know Cyclozar gets knockoff, so let me not.
Yeah, good call there for sure.
Very good call.
Unfortunately, this fat fuck is gonna ruin all your
It's
fun. Okay,
There's
that's
the
not bad.
skanky crits.
yeah.
Jug. I love Jug.
Jug's good.
Charge beam Jug. I want a game with that in Heights here.
So you bulked up on the Pincurchin. Yeah, I mean that's fair. If
What
it's
moves did you have on him? What physical moves?
Acrobatics and Thunder Punch.
Uh
Yeah, so I just messed up there. I thought I could take at least one
mm-hmm.
on a low
yeah,
roll,
that's
but
unfortunate.
yeah.
Yeah, that probably would have went hard. And then you don't really have a
A Jug answer.
No.
yeah, because your special wall is double weak to dark. So
Yeah.
again, he was expecting it, or he's banded. I can't tell.
And
Hoopa.
and then this was just stupid of me locking in the
Oh
Shadow
yeah, I saw
Ball.
Yeah.
that. I remember seeing Astro Click knockoff, and I felt like Jesse, no,
Yeah.
don't unchoice it. But it was over at that point. So
Yeah.
ah,
No, this was
yeah,
just
that's
I
a
rough.
still love
bad
the new
game.
team. I do love the new team. I love Hoopa. He's such a special wall. It's just unfortunate with the double weakness to dark because, like you said earlier, everyone gets knockoff now.
Yeah, it's just so hard to like know when to bring them in.
Yeah, it's always a big risk.
Hmm.
Ooh, all right. We've got Regipeater versus Icona. We see the Mr. Mime Galar for the first time.
Hell yes.
Um, and I'm going to say now this lead from Peter is awesome. This is another fantastic Peter set.
I wouldn't expect anything less from Peter.
This is so evil. Also, the turn on Dance is so gutsy.
I know, very uncharacteristic of Icona. I feel like he plays it pretty safe most games, so I'd love to see him do that.
Yeah. This is tough because you see this thing focus sash down. It's like, what do you do about it? I mean, obviously the Feraligatr doesn't have priority. You're still outsped because he gets speed boost.
Rocky Helm, people. Rocky Helm.
Rocky Helmet. And he takes two Pokemon down. Oh, there's the Rocky Helmet.
There it
There
is.
it is. There you go.
Interesting move. I guess he was expecting the switch out.
Next scissor. I would have gone for the rock move there. Maybe.
Another Rocky Helm. There we go.
Yeah, we know what we're doing. Dude, Doxmon looks cool. It's got like really shitty stats and a pretty predictable move pool. But it's got some, I don't know, good attributes, good stats.
And it's
We had
cute.
that. We had that for that double season, right?
Yeah, we didn't use it that often because we had
No.
Hat, who's like a top tier fairy type.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
But that fire immunity on Dash Bun and just its typing and defensive stats are just so good.
Oh, dude, I love short Palisand. Palisand's biggest shortcoming. Also, Palisand coming is very cool. We should have said that.
Yes,
Um,
agreed.
I wonder if this is supposed to check the Duraludon. If it's spec to only take 50 from Draco, it's immune to body press.
He obviously brought him for the scariest of Mons, Mr. Mime.
As we all do. The biggest problem with Palisand is that water compaction, which what does it do? It doubles. It gives him +2 defense
Yeah.
when he gets hit by a water move. Well, he still gets hit by the water move. It's still super
Yeah,
effective.
that's
So,
it's something, I guess. What if you paired that with weakness policy though?
whoa! I think there's somebody who used to always run Palisand in our league. I don't think it was you, Poola. Who used to bring
No, I
Palisand?
never had him.
I had him one season.
It might have been you. It might have been Tutorino. I don't know. I remember somebody just like always jumping on the Palisand hype train.
He's good. He's good. Solid ghost type, solid
Hmm.
rocker,
Oh yeah, great typing, good stats, good move pool.
a rocker that can spin block at the same time.
Yeah,
Always good.
true. Rindo Berry, but it was too low to matter.
Yeah. I like the thought, but yeah. Bringing a rocker with this guy.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Is it just another Gallade sweep? I forgot how this game ended.
If I see Gallade, I just assume it's a Gallade sweep.
It's just a Gallade sweep, huh?
Yep.
Gee whiz, that
That's
Pokemon does a
wild.
lot of damage.
Crazy that killed with no buff to attack.
That's crazy.
And we got new Gallade picked up in the Dome division, so
Yeah.
woohoo for us.
I mean, how many weeks did he go unpicked after watching him
Six.
sweep the other
I
league?
know. I know. It was only a matter of time.
But yeah, but awesome game last one for both guys. Love to see Rocky home.
Okay, so this is Eden against James, and this is a really unique team that Eden brought. I guess this is the first week after she picked up or dropped a lot of the Sun pieces. So this is the first time we're seeing the new team.
I actually helped James prep for this one.
Ooh.
I brought a funky cloister set that he wasn't expecting.
Mm-hmm.
It was T-Spikes with Shell Smash.
Mm-hmm.
And the thought process was throw out T-Spikes, but be dangerous enough to scare out Donphan.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like some Omastar sets. Do you like Spikes, Shell Smash, Focus Sash?
Yeah.
Where
It's like
they
I'm gonna set up some hazards and I'm gonna make you pay for it when
mm-hmm.
you come in.
This triple axle off rip is mean.
Oof.
And yeah, that drops Thundy, no doubt. Easy switch in, but Arcanine doesn't make a lot of progress off of that guaranteed. Like you force out the main show, which is almost certainly choice in a triple axle, and then the only thing you get is a crunch. Like a will o wisp would have been good there,
Yeah, I was wondering what the thought process was there.
or a
Cause,
teleport would
cause
have been really good there.
were they expecting Necrozma to come in?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know why. Cause Necrozma's not resistant to fire or bulky in the slightest. So
It's probably just a mid ground for whatever wants to come in on the fire attack, which is Drampa, Vaporeon, Donphan. It's like, oh,
true.
this is the next best option. But like, if your next best option is 16%, then it's not a very positive play.
Potential defense drop, right?
Yeah, tough luck. No helmet. Oh, that Garball chunks. Yeah, Arrow can't be the answer to Donphan.
No, that's when I would expect Cloyster to come in
Mm-hmm.
or Inteleon. Um, with James, I saved Arrow for the like last, obviously.
Yeah.
Choice Scarf Arrow to beat Mienshao. The
Um,
teleport, That
Oh shit,
was
it's
where,
teleport?
yeah,
What?
yeah. First of all, why? Why teleport?
Uh,
So it just came in to tank a hit.
yeah. Um, the Dawn fan counterplay was just not there.
Let him cook.
No, yeah, I agree. I agree with Eden's move of like you want Inteleon in, and Inteleon isn't that bulky, so let's get Cloyster in. But like bring eject button or something. James
These
with the rancid nicknames.
I
Yeah,
was
not
literally
not
about to bring
paying
that
any
up. It's like
attention.
these fucking names.
James, need to talk to your mother.
Dual wing beat Celebi. It has to be like Swords Dance Celebi, right?
I don't even know. But I do know in practicing with James, at full health, Celebi doesn't die to a U-turn from anyone, which
Really?
was very surprising.
I've had trouble breaking Zarude in one hit from a U-turn, but not always so surprising. He's bulky.
Look at that.
Yeah, yeah, that is shocking. Okay, so the crazy ass Celebi build gets a kill. I don't know what to think about this. Some of those moves seem randomly chosen.
Yeah. But that does give me on the U-turn note, I would love to see weakness policy Celebi because U-turn is rampant in the move pools as well. Knockoff is everywhere, U-turn is everywhere. It's already fast, like 100 base speed, right? Well, I guess is that
Celebi,
even fast anymore?
it's decently fast. I don't know. The problem with that is that like you're gonna proc your weakness policy, and then your opponent gets their choice of what comes in on it. Um, so
True. So
there's
like if
that.
it's already in, it gets agility probably,
I look
right?
at I like this finish. This is a really good finish by James. Hits the wish, and instead of protecting or trying to keep this Vaporeon alive, all he's going to do is pass the wish into this delicious weakness policy receiver
Yep. With
who's,
rock polish.
yeah,
30. That's crazy.
gets the rock
Yep.
polish, gets the weakness policy, and gets the wish heal, all in one turn. And it does get cleaned up by the Arcanine because the T spikes with the extreme speed works very well. Um, but yeah, I think we find out that this Arcanine must be choiced or something. And I thought maybe if it was like Toxic Morning Sun, if it had a more standard move set, it might have been able to win from this position. But I'm sure those banded extreme speeds were important elsewhere.
Yeah. And like you can't I agree with not bringing Will-O-Wisp if you're bringing T-spikes.
Mm-hmm.
You
Oh
don't want to
yeah,
Will-O-Wisp the
Lich.
wrong thing. Like you want to toxic the Porygon, right? Not burn it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still a close game.
Yeah.
Close-ish. If she chose different moves in certain spots,
Mm-hmm.
like dual wing beat on
On the
Arrow
Dawn
and
fan.
Celebi was interesting.
Yeah.
It's like not stab and it's not effective.
It wasn't.
So
Yeah, hitting the thing in front of you.
for
Yeah.
Celebi, yeah.
Okay. This is Lil Bo's King of Mistakes. This is Robo's little brother
Oh
subbing in
yeah.
against Natho, and there were some some wacky sets in this game.
New brothers on
Rob's
the
little
block.
yeah, little brother's on the block, huh? Trying to move into our territory.
Yeah.
He's been cooking. I love his sets. I love watching him play.
Yeah. Galvantula is going to get kind of switched
Yeah, this
around
was a
on.
fun one to watch.
Oh yeah. Nidoqueen does so much damage.
Love to see prio moves.
Yep. Double hazards up on Nathan's side. Oh, and this is great. I love the wild
Uh
charge. Into Custap range for explosion. Oh, baby.
This is what I mean. Nathan's got some great sets too.
Oh, yeah.
I have not used Silvally before.
Silvali's great because, I mean, you look at your matchup, you're like, all right, what type do I need?
It's kind of overwhelming to me. Playing against it and having it is
Oh, yeah.
like
yeah. It's like
what
what do you
type do you
prepare for?
choose? Yeah, what do you bring?
So we've got two boosters on the field. The gunk shot misses after sword stance. I don't know if it would have done a whole lot into Iron Def.
It's a bad week for gunk shot.
It is a bad week for gunk shot. But then he switches out, which I don't like. Because now this. Oh, we do get to see this, though. I was going to say this Silvally becomes a problem. Gets
Double
the guard
dancing.
swap in on the Caracosta to
I
steal.
remember him getting some shit for that, but like at a minimum, you just took off the +2 defense.
Yeah, that was yeah. Putting it that way, that's actually kind of smart.
Never before seen. Steals the iron defense and then dies promptly thereafter. But glorious tech.
If he had more health, that would have been genius.
Yeah, or if he had moved first.
Yeah. But still, he took off the defense from this guy, so he's only slightly less scary now.
um, Problem is, everything still freaking dies to it.
Is this like a team of all boosters? Like, I love this.
And then the worst part is that the overquill is the one that comes back in and breaks it. And this is what like was originally in on it. And I was like, oh, dude, in hindsight, you could have just. And then I guess it doesn't have a crunch. It must not, to hit this ghost type with.
What else would it have?
Good question.
It's like I know he's not trying to poison it. It's already paralyzed. Yeah, I would have loved to see what other two moves it had.
Yeah, fun game though. Some kooky sets.
Also love to see Galvantula on a team that the sticky webs are on that side, not the other side.
Yeah, I wonder if
I'm a Galvantula hater.
Jeez.
Furret.
Furret appearance number 1. All right, this is the start of week 6, and we've got Alex against RJ. Alex was so proud of this Furret. He was talking about how he was playing his team on ladder and the Furret was getting use. And then he comes into this match and it does, I think it clicks one move all game.
Well, it is Furret.
Oof, rough toxic miss pretty early onto this Metacham. And the Metacham does so
Ooh,
much damage.
jeez. So that must be banded.
Probably. Yep,
Well,
he
it did.
gets one trick off and dies.
So he got the nasty plot off, just got scarfed, and switches out.
Well, he gets the scarf on the turn. He clicks T-Bolt. So he's locked into T-Bolt.
Okay,
And
okay,
then
yeah, and
comes in
then
and
Yeah.
okay, makes sense.
should be a
But
free Volt
that
Switch.
could have gone terribly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Volt Switch into Metacham. It's going to click Choice Band Close Combat all day long.
Jesus, that's crazy.
Good Grass Knot read. I mean, he's locked into Scarf there.
Yeah, he is. And those rocks are gonna
First
hurt.
impression, 42%.
He doesn't have any hazard removal.
Tinted Lens. Oh, yeah, the rocks hurt. Tinted Lens means these resistances don't matter. Does 51 anyway? Yeah.
Low kicks is one of my favorite from the new gen.
This dude does so much damage.
It's so crazy.
What's his base attack?
I'm looking. 102.
Jesus. And he's a UU mon?
Yep.
Wow, Ribbon Bee and Trick Room, just one.
I think Metacham was probably the MVP of that fight. Metacham and the low kicks both put in so
Absolutely.
much work. And Furret,
Not the Furret trick.
you did your best, truly. All right, we've got another Skanky match this time against Icona.
This was just all luck.
Should have saved this one for last.
Okay, it wasn't all luck. It wasn't all luck. I think you played your pieces well, and got lucky enough to where your plans never really got, I don't know, stifled.
Yeah, just that pheasant Fesdipity and Hydreigon just scared me so much. And I was just like, "Ah, how do I play around them?"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Hydreigon probably. And there's no reason it shouldn't sweep your whole team, really.
Yeah, I like had to play.
Especially, especially if he brings Dragon Dance Hydreigon.
This is. Oh, it is Hydreigon. I was so used to watching Iron Jugs. I thought we were talking about Iron Jugs again. I love Palisand again, and this could be an interesting Dondozo set because water compaction could help it here against a Tankymon, right? That can't kill it. He could rack up those defense boosts while Giga draining off the damage.
He is unaware though, so like
Oh, true.
Dondozo is probably one mon that doesn't care about water compaction,
True.
though he doesn't like special moves.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I was worried about that Giga Drain and then just water compaction.
can
I don't know,
anybody
it just threw me off a little bit there.
enlighten me on Icy Wind's accuracy?
I didn't know it wasn't 100.
I knew it
It's
wasn't 100.
Is it 95?
It's 95, which
is it
Oh my
really?
God.
which I would not have thought after watching this game.
At that point, I think it's Icana's fault.
I thought it was lower. I thought it was like 80.
You post this replay on r/stunfisk, and they're telling you to bring more accurate moves.
Skill issue.
Wow, I can't believe Hydreigon switches out there
Yeah, that is surprising,
against the
but
Dragalge.
that must mean he is special Hydreigon, which obviously
Well, he gets the
only
nasty plot.
He just nasty plot,
He
and I think I
must
still survived.
he must not have a Draco.
Yeah,
why
if
wouldn't he?
Well, he switched out against the Dragalge.
Yeah, but we know it's leftovers and not AV.
I know.
He must have calced it and knew he didn't live and
No,
probably died to a Draco
no,
himself.
that 1000%
yeah,
kills. Against who's this Dragalge? I love Dragalge, by the way. He's such a fun Pokemon.
I'm still getting used to him. I think this is the first match I brought him.
He's just a special tank.
Yeah, I need to
I don't
like
know what else there is except
No,
T spikes.
he's a Draco Meteor Clicker.
as we see here.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
He sure is, isn't he? Okay, he hit that icy win.
See, the icy ones against the Dragalge don't matter
No, they don't.
because it's already slow and they're barely doing damage anyway. Does this have Roost? It does have Roost.
Was this Belly's first game?
Yeah.
It was.
Oh, it's so sad you knocked off Black Sludge because you could have soaked him to make him take damage from his own Black Sludge.
Oh, I didn't even think about
Missed
that.
opportunity. That's okay.
I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
You probably should have saved Belly for later, or at least double switch there to bait out the Palisand, because Belly does really well once Palisand's gone.
Um,
Just soak everyone.
yeah.
The
Icy Wind
first
miss.
miss.
I think it's almost back to back.
There we go,
Oh
Yeah.
my
baby.
God, dude! Like I'm not the math guy. Like, what is that statistically? Missing two 95% accuracy moves in a row?
1 out of 400.
Jesus.
I'm so sorry.
Icana, that's on you, man. That is on you. You didn't pray to RNGesus enough.
All his loving went to me.
Oh, and he misses
Obviously.
And
the
then the
Stone
stone
Axe.
axe.
Ah, would have deleted my Discord, deleted everything, taken a new name. But we've all had those games, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think the last match I played right before I faced Icona was I missed head smash like 4 times in a row.
Dude, what's crazy here is if he had clicked Nasty Plot once, this
Yeah, I
thing
was
would nearly
surprised he
won.
didn't. I assume after missing three of those moves in a row, he was just like, whatever.
Click the button. I mean, he literally clicks Dark Pulse like 10 turns in a row just now.
Yeah. And we're not going to let you get off easy there, Skanky. What the hell? Just wanted to give him a homie stock
Yeah.
and the cheating, of course.
What the fucking what muddy water accuracy drop is so funny.
Just like just salt in the wound, man.
Because
Salt in the wound.
he got the competitive boost, so I was like,
I have no words. I just literally, I was like,
It's been illegal since season one. So me and you are day oneers. We've been here since season one. Did you
I had
forget
no,
wait,
I had no idea.
what? Muddy
that
water is
accuracy
not a.
lowering moves are banned?
No, they are not. No, they're
Are
not.
they not?
No. Haven't you ever seen Sand Attack Gardevoir in Gen 3? Mud, Mudslap Gardevoir?
I mean, in SDB leagues. I'm going to a different season. I'm gonna check. Maybe I'm thinking of the high tier
Okay.
rules.
I know now. I will never use on my. I'll never use muddy water ever again.
Well, you'll never need to because this performance can't be topped. And then it's the Arcanine show.
You know what? I just checked season 4. Not banned.
Check season 3.
Let me check season 3. Maybe I'm making shit up.
And then the Hoopa wins.
Yeah, the Hoopa just wins out.
Was it Scarfed?
Specs.
Specs. But everything
Specs
was
without
that.
the sticky webs. I respect that.
Yeah, that would have been nice with the webs. All right, so slightly lucky win, we'll call it.
Slightly.
Slightly, yeah.
You need to go buy a lottery ticket.
Not now. Too late.
No, too late.
Yeah.
You
Spent
cashed
it.
out, man.
Yeah, all my luck is saved for Pokemon matches.
What a life. All right.
Yeah.
I think the this is Nathan versus Boz. I think the match opened up on turn one with this Specs Magnezone against no Nidoqueen. Because these Specs Volt switches are relentless. And just
Are
like
you saying that as a biased ground lover?
I am a biased ground lover, and I'm also biased because I watched my friend get whooped by Specs Volt Switch.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just switching all up on him,
I
pivoting.
know. If James has taught this league anything, it's bring a ground type.
But then we have Heat Alert. Hold on a second. Gastro switches out. Power Whip misses, but wait,
It wouldn't have done anything anyway, right?
it would not have.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
Blunder
baby.
policy. That
Oh
was
whoa!
yeah.
insane whenever I saw that.
Blunder policy and acrobatics. This is the only move Zarude has that can kill Scyther. I mean, otherwise Scyther hard walls it. So this was the only out was to
He
miss
missed
power
on
whip.
purpose.
Missed on purpose. That's right.
I mean, talk about luck. Power Whip's 90%.
80%,
It missed at 80%. It missed at the
85.
time.
85. So yeah, that was
None of
very
us know.
sick. Unfortunately, yeah, none of us know. Clearly, nobody knows. Unfortunately, Zarude gave a special attack boost to Porygon. It also was not
Unfortunate.
carrying close combat. But if it had done both of those differently, it might have gotten another kill.
Now, what's Porygon got?
Porygon, same old shit. Eviolite, two attacks,
Eviolite.
recover, teleport, probably. Maybe T Wave, maybe Toxic.
God.
Two foul plays just doesn't quite kill it after it lost Eviolite.
I mean, does he not have Brave Bird? I mean, it's
No, this is foul play as its only attack.
ah
And I see, I don't love this because, like, they trade rocks, and all you're doing against Porygon is defogging when you could have, I don't know, could have gone straight to the Hitmonchan maybe. Because Hitmonchan almost puts in, I mean, it does a lot of work.
it always does.
Yeah,
He's been doing very well this league
Trey
this
and
season.
Natho have been making it work. Oh, but doesn't this miss by like 2%? This next. That healed a lot. Oh, yeah, the
Ooh.
drain to bullet doesn't quite
Ah,
kill.
But maybe he was expecting to switch and use Iron Head.
So nicely navigated around that Hitmonchan, which was a pretty big threat. Oh, and then this, I think this arrow is also really cool. Toxic Sub.
Toxic Sub. I love that.
But just wait.
Oh yes, there's more.
More sub?
More sub.
More so. Keep it coming.
Oh, there he goes. He's hungry. He's eating. He's got a thirsty berry.
Oh.
And now for the sad climax of our story, where it still doesn't kill the Gastrodon.
Yeah.
Womp womp. But the Toxic gets the kill. Unfortunately, that was probably the most dangerous thing still left. Oh, Flash Cannon just eats it.
Oh, damn. Does he not get Earth Power?
No, it does not get Earth Power. It does not.
Unfortunate.
Regardless, these two were not going to break the Porygon. I mean, I guess if it
Nope.
beast boosted, maybe, but yeah, the Magnezone into No Nidoqueen, plus the other Mons just barely surviving the big threats. Does a good
Yeah,
loss.
I just think this is a classic case of not respecting one of their Mons enough. Because, I mean, Magnezone, in my amateur mind, is like a choice crutch kind of Pokemon. So I get like looking past it, like, oh, I just got to knock
Mm-hmm.
off this thing.
Or even it's
But
like, oh, you're looking at your opponent's lineup. It's like, oh, Magnezone's so bad in my team. I've got ground type and blah 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 blah.
yeah,
And
maybe
I've
he
been in
won't
the
bring it.
situation where it's like, oh wait, I forget that I had to bring this Pokemon to nullify this threat, and I just simply
Yeah.
did not. Done that before. All right, moving on. We got James and Nips. We got some funny Pokemon. We got the Spiritomb for the first time, I believe. Volbeat for the first time, although we've seen James use it before. I think we've seen James use it in previous seasons.
I'm sure he's got some respectful nicknames coming. Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
there we go.
Flame Orb.
I know. So it's so brave. It's like I know if I'm burnt, you can't break me. It's like saying if I'm not toxic, you can't kill me.
I love that.
Yeah, because it's got slack off and it's taking these hits like a boss. So
Oof, missing
toxic.
the thunder. Though
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't gonna do much, but still.
Mm-hmm.
I think with compound eyes, it's like 90 something.
Right. And even the here's the thing. So like you have to bring in the Darmanitan to break this thing, and Darmanitan loses that trade.
Yeah, he still switches out. Another lack of ground types here.
Interesting decision.
I love Spiritomb.
This is so old school. This is so like OG Spiritomb, right?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Calm Mind sub two attacks. And we finally see the sub. I'm surprised didn't use it earlier.
Yeah, I know. I remember watching this and thinking, wow, not leading with it, knowing he has toxic
I love that this Volbeat can now defog against the Spiritomb because
because
before it
he's
could
not
not.
dark.
Yeah, yeah, before the soak it couldn't because
Yeah.
of Prankster. A little team synergy there, whether intentional or not. And then T Wave. Yeah, and finally gets caught by the Encore, which is really what James was waiting for. That was his best out in that situation.
I only learned that last season that Encore goes through sub,
Mm-hmm.
and that's something extremely helpful to know.
Yeah,
I think it's one of the only like status moves that goes through sub if you're not infiltrator.
not a lot, dude. Destiny Bond does. That's another good one. Um, this Gardevoir mirror. I was like, we didn't even see an item. It's got mirror. It doesn't really get used, and it's just not choice. I mean, we so often see Specs and Scarf Gardevoir, so it's kind of unusual seeing this basically itemless Gardevoir doing work.
What does James usually boost up?
Why the mirror herb?
Yeah,
Good question.
Like, what does he boost up that guard would want to be in on?
Maybe Fez gets Calm Mind.
That's still risky.
Necrozma.
Yeah.
Maybe, but he usually brings what, like rock polish on that? I guess
Moltres
Gardevoir with
G.
rock polish
Oh, he brought.
would.
He has Moltres G on his team. He's never brought.
Ah,
It could even be as
why
simple
not?
as like Dawn Fan Rapid Spinning. I mean, even that's enough to make Gardevoir pretty scary, right?
Yeah, yeah, true.
Um, yeah,
Sad we didn't get to see it come to fruition though.
I know. I do love a spicy mirror herb.
Oh yeah.
Dual Wing Beat Mandibuzz. This Typhlosion, it's like so sad because I feel like he's doing his thing, which is doing damage, and it's just not enough.
Now this is the first time I've seen this move. I didn't play Legends, so I don't know a lot of those specific moves.
Yeah, I have no
What does
clue.
Infernal Parade even do?
You got me, brother. I have no clue.
I never played them either.
Nobody on this show knows what that move does. And
30% to burn, 2 times power if target is already statused.
so it's like a super hex.
Whoa. But it 60 BP, so it only goes to, I mean, only 120, but
Dude, this Spiritomb looks poised to win. It's got shock off for coverage, but it does lose the leftovers. Oh, I guess it's never breaking through Wish. Not without a couple more boosts.
wonder if he has Pain Split.
No,
Still a cool set.
I mean, it would have to take it over sub,
Yeah,
which it could have, because I mean, the Vaporeon didn't have Toxic, and the Belly Bolt never used it against him.
which was weird.
Right.
Weird that he didn't sub from the start, and weird that he didn't get toxic for it.
Oh, and then
Still
Helmet.
didn't work out.
Rocky Helmet Vaporeon claims the game.
Rip.
How
I
many
remember
matches is
Skanky
that
won.
now? Yeah,
You
that's a
won a
second.
game like that.
Yeah,
I think it was Natho, right?
it was. Yeah, his Aerodactyl.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is me against Chad from yesterday. Bastiodon appearance number 2, my goat. So just to talk about this match a little bit, it was pretty much the Lucario game, and I knew that from the beginning. The reason being, when I looked at my best sweepers, which are Lucario, Haxorus, maybe Salazzle, um, they all fold to the plethora of priority on this team, which is the Excel Rock from Lycanroc, the Extreme Speed from Entei, and the Quick Attack from Diggersby. So I knew that if
Yeah,
I
that.
wanted to, yeah, no, it's a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
Um, I knew that if I wanted to win with the setup sweeper, it'd have to be a Pokemon that like fared well into those. So I couldn't be using Scale Shot Haxorus, right? Because he's going to lower his defense and then take 70% from an extreme speed. So the options were either win with defensive setup or win with Lucario. And luckily, Lucario with Vacuum Wave, Flash Cannon cleared like 80% of his team.
Yeah, Lucario is just poised for that.
Uh-huh.
Resisting Accelerock times 4 and the quick attack and extreme speed.
Yep. So
But
it was.
man, that Diggersby puts in the work for Chad.
Oh yeah. It's so scary even in prep because you have to prepare for Choice Band, Choice Scarf, Agility, um, and it's even half decent just as a bulky attacker like Toxic, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I knew Lucario was the main win con. It basically only gets stopped by Entei and Blastoise. Um, but once those are down to like half health, I think Lucario wins after a nasty plot. So seeing this lineup, the main goal is to like knock off Focus Sashes and chip Entei so that Lucario can win. I did have a secondary win con, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but um, yeah. So we start off in this Braviary is actually pretty tough matchup for my Whimsicott because he's going to have the slower pivot, and he takes advantage of that early on in the game by getting
Yeah.
these all these advantageous matchups early on. So that's a banded close combat from that Lycanroc. No, it's not banded. Whew. Did so much damage. Stun Spore's like my best option against it. And I was fortunate that he switched out there. Probably trying to dodge a Stun Spore.
Yeah, or maybe thinking you were focus sashed.
Also that, yep. So I
Because
get
would
my Mystery.
Accelerock kill there?
No.
I wouldn't be surprised. Whimsicott's
Uh,
not exactly bulky.
Actually, maybe.
+2 Accelerock right here might have done it.
Yeah, it very well could have. I always forget that grass doesn't resist rock, but I was very happy to catch it on this guy. I was just happy to have hit it. But he's going to start doing damage. I sent in Swampert to sack. I was lucky enough to get that knockoff first. And I decided to take this moment to set up rocks because this guy is super specially defensive. I don't mind switching into it. Like the damage I take there when he doesn't have a clear defogger on his team, I was like, yeah, that's kind of worth it. I'm taking 2 of these hits, but I get rocks for the rest of the game.
I hope this isn't your secondary win con.
This is my secondary win con. Dude, this set was so cool. Um, I just needed to break Dickersby before bringing it out. And honestly, it would have worked better had I not knocked off choice specs. Because he does instantly get the U-turn and instantly gets to put a threat in front of me. So yeah, I've got the Key Berry to boost my defense. And Calm Mind, Moonlight, Stored Power to try to...
Yeah. And now he just fishes for the para.
Mm-hmm. And like, it kind of looks like I get unlucky, but this is not a winning scenario. He's going to hit the para eventually. It just happened on the last turn where it could have bailed him out, and it did, and that's okay.
Yeah. Perfect timing again.
But that thing could have done some damage. I mean, it takes like 40% from a banded crunch from Entei. Like, I don't think anything on his team was dealing more than 50%. And it kind of works because it's immune to Earthquake. That was a lot.
Is that after +1 defense?
Yeah, with +1 defense, nothing on that team did more than 50.
Damn.
So almost really good. Just had to get past that one. So I send in this guy. I wanted to attack the Diggersby, and I catch the Braviary instead. So here Entei comes in, and I'm still remembering the game plan. I see it doesn't have boots, which is a good sign. I'm like, okay, it's probably choiced. And once I get it to 50%, Lucario will sweep. So my goal here is to get into hacks because my Haxorus is bulky and it can actually stand up against the Entei here. And the Toxic was just a little bonus on top I wasn't really expecting to get. But
That's
that
smart
kind
of him to... Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say that kind of secured me getting the win was that one Toxic. Because once that's on him, I don't think the Entei's ever healthy enough to survive Lucario.
Yeah, and that it's smart of him to stick with Sacred Fire because the rest of your team right now does not want to get burned.
Yeah, at least that's what he thinks.
That's what he thinks, yeah.
So I sacrificed the Bastiodon for the clean switch. But this guy's got a lot of health investment and he resists Trailblaze and Fire Attack. So I'm free to stay in. Start charging some DDs. And I get burned from the Sacred Fire, but I was planning to be tanking Sacred Fire with this guy anyway. So, I had that Facade packed and ready.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, the inevitable comes and he chooses one of his 2 priority lines to finish him off. But it was fine because, like I said, the Entei's dead and the rest of the team just folds to Vacuum Wave.
Now, what was Whimsicott's item?
What was Whimsicott's item?
Yeah. Like, why Memento? You could kill Diggersby here.
I actually, in hindsight, I probably shouldn't have sent it out at all. Because like he could tank this Memento. I mean, whatever takes the Memento, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because the best move is to always switch out after you give something a Memento.
Were you just guaranteeing a safe boost?
Because like a crit Earthquake could have killed me. Because I don't know this guy's item. I think it might have been Scarf. Because I think it wasn't banned. Yeah, and he continues.
Scarfed Quick Attack would be an interesting choice.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure from the Cresselia calcs it wasn't banded. I don't remember for sure.
Huh.
Um, yeah, it was just the insurance because I knew like one nasty plot and I win the game. Somebody pointed out that Choppel Zarude could have stopped me, um, and that is true. Choppel Zarude could have stopped me because that vacuum wave does like 110%. Both Choppel it wouldn't have, and if I had clicked another move, he would have clicked close combat first and killed me.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, I mean maybe the memento is not necessary, but I mean the he just clicked. No, he switched out anyway. So
Yeah, like if anything, it just hurts your diff a little bit, but yeah,
yeah,
still good win, still solid.
yeah. I was like,
It
I
was
have this
safe.
move. I'm gonna use it. Yeah,
It's like guaranteed the nasty plot.
exactly. And yeah, just easy cleanup from there. A whole lot of skill clicking nasty plot vacuum wave, but there you go.
Very nice.
All right, few left. We got Tibbs against Bombi
No Yen Mega.
for the first time in a couple weeks. These leads are basically going to trade O's an Assault Vest Decidueye. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gets Trick Room up. Cursula finishes off, so we're one for one. Trick Room is still up, and this Cursula is actually pretty tanky.
Yeah, it puts in a lot of work
Yeah, it has
this
a
match.
favorable matchup into that Primarina, which is hard to do. Not a lot of Pokemon beat Prima 1v1.
Bulky water types, man.
Rocky Helmet gone. We Blaze Kick Incineroar. Love to see it. Unfortunately, it misses twice
This is
here.
twice.
When I see a mon like Weezing come out, back when we had Hat Skanky, like
Mhm.
I'm switching into my Magic Bounce. I was surprised he didn't do that here. He has Espeon sitting there, assuming it's bouncing.
Oh
I
yeah,
didn't
I didn't
know
even
I
consider
Snow
could be
that.
got Magic
wrong.
Bounce.
Yeah, this
It's
Blaze
like with a
Kick
mon like
burn. Wow, I mean, 34 damage on a resisted Intimidate attack is no joke.
for real.
And that burn matters a lot. Yep,
Hibbs report card.
a little slow. Slowking is always going to come in on the Prima. It's got nothing to threaten it. It feels like it kind of gets given up there, but it's so hard to deal with Zolt once it gets in the hail.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised the Espeon scared it out there.
Yeah,
Um,
and two Weezing of all the mons.
yeah, the Weezing probably a sack.
Yeah, he probably knew he had one more turn of snow, so he had to wait it out. Slowking can't go in immediately. Protect
Protect.
Heracross. Oh, I'm just now getting these nicknames.
So I guess he was just waiting out the last of the snow turns.
Good read.
Yeah, great Volt Switch. Keeps snow off the field.
Oh man, Intimidate is so hurtful for Heracross.
Yeah, but the Moxie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Wait,
kills
is
anyway,
this.
surprisingly.
Oh, it's Life Orb.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah, I would hope he wouldn't choice Protect.
I know, I had to make sure it wasn't a boss chat GPT team with Protect Scarf. And the Heracross does so much work, but it's just not quite enough.
God, another close game for Bombi.
Jumping up on the kill leaderboard though.
Oh, the Heracross, yep. Sure is.
Usually is when he's around.
Yeah, I think I kind of used him really well one season. We saw him at the top of the leaderboard.
Heracross, Arcanine. That's the iconic core right there.
That, yeah, that is very much an iconic core. All right, red shirt against Trey. Red shirt's going to bring rain offense for the second week in a row. We saw the balloon Raikou.
Love that.
Do love it. And Trey is going to start spreading status, to which Redshirt has not much of an answer to. Yep, we see that rain dance, Volt Switch, and I have to imagine Swift Swim Mantine, which we did not see last week. 100% accurate Hurricane, big damage.
Oh yeah, but surprisingly not that much, considering it's super effective.
And look, Bulu's healed off almost all the damage in just 2 turns of
Yeah,
Leftovers grassy terrain.
I mean he's getting like
I'm
what
sorry.
16?
I'm sorry. I didn't notice this before. Is this Thunder? Thunder Muck? Holy shit.
Rain Dance Thunder
Holy
Muck.
shit.
Oh my God.
Really dedicating to the Rain Dance team.
Guys, if you're gonna go rain, please commit. Please commit.
Look at this Grassy Steel Registeel. Grassy Seed Registeel. Doesn't care
Jesus.
at all.
I hate Registeel. That's one of the mons I just hate. Playing against, that is.
They're both just stealth rock handshaking. It's so stupid. What are you going to do?
Oh, he's not falling for it. He knows it's probably weakness policy.
All right.
Oh.
Well, the bad Registeel is dead.
Good.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
Would have
agitator
loved to
just...
see a weakness policy there too.
Oh, the Thunder Misses. That would have been a sick hit.
I disagree with this move.
No kidding.
Non-stab and Tentacruel's a special tank.
I mean, it was into the Jug, which had 16% health. He clicked Thunder into Jug, so it's fine.
Okay. Still
And he
disagree
clicks
with it.
Rain Dance against the tent. I mean, if you're gonna, I'm gonna give Thundermuck all the props he deserves.
How does Muck get Thunder? That just,
Gen 1 privileges.
I guess so.
Yeah, I think he needs to give up on the rain, man. I mean, utility Seismitoad is still really, really good. Rocks, knockoff, toxic.
Yeah, the rain's cool, but like you can do it without the muck. Like these three alone could make a rain core, even just two Pokemon.
Yeah,
Um, but I think it's also just a matchup problem because like Trey's got toxic, protect, grassy terrain. I mean, he's got so many ways to just stall out the weather and slow down the game.
that
Like,
belch miss was so tragic.
oh, I forgot we got to see Belch. That is sad because Belch is 90 accuracy as well.
90, yeah.
Damn.
Sad. All the cool moves are missing.
Not a good week for poison moves, man.
Belch first appeared.
I know. That's another one that's definitely down there in the useless moves pool.
I'm trying to think if that Bulu had died, but unless this has extra sensory, I don't think they're getting through the Okie Dokie. Like it's actually doable otherwise. The Rhyperior dies to a Scald or a Weather Ball. Tentacruel dies to electric attacks. Iron Jug dies to anything fast enough. I don't know. If the Belch had hit, maybe it's a different story, but I think the Okie Dokie is still pretty hard to get through. But yeah, they're just not going to clear the Bulu.
Yeah, and if the other team has a good poison type mon, I probably wouldn't bring toxic spikes.
True.
Just
Super.
wasting a slot at that point.
Also, I love this. Rapier coming in at the end for Custap. Little treat for anybody still watching.
Trey does a little bit of trolling.
Ah, I saw no such thing. All right, this is the last match we have done.
Oh, this was such a good game.
This
Let's say,
was
yeah, this is a great one to end on.
Astro against Little Bows. So we're seeing the electric terrain core again. No surprise there out of Astro. Meteor beam, dude. That's new.
I'd love to know why he protected. I don't think Jug has a grass move, except maybe Trailblaze,
Yeah,
because like everything gets Trailblaze now.
right.
But that probably wouldn't kill.
Quagsire here is a good call. Oh, Hurricane. Dude, a lot of damage.
RNGesus
This was a little bit of a misplay. Yeah, it comes in nasty plot, gets nothing off of it,
with a crit.
and then
Ooh.
Surf Slitherwing finally takes down the evil.
He knew. That was impressive. Something else I learned is that Zoro actually takes the form of the last mon on your team.
Mm-hmm.
So Starmie was last there. Maybe Rob's brother knows that and was like, that's definitely not Starmie.
Well, even so, what did he have in?
Thundy.
Yeah, I
Maybe
guess
like
usually you would
maybe he was
leave Thundy
expecting
in.
an Aqua Jet, maybe.
Well, whether it was intentional or not, it definitely helped him to sack the Thundy there and, yeah, keep this guy alive, threatening
Yeah,
U-turn. Because that U-turn hurts, man.
it does.
And here comes the Bramblegast, another electric seed, the second one we've seen this week.
Ghost
Oh.
grass types are just menaces to society.
Yeah, this thing is a problem for Astro.
Jesus.
Alex said on a couple weeks ago, Strength Sap is busted. And
It kind of is.
yeah, Lobo is making it look real good this week. Misses two Stone
Tombstone
Edges.
edges. Damn.
Ah,
So funny watching him kill with rapid spin. And the power whip on the actual Starmie dude. This looked over. This looked like the goofiest Brambleghast sweep ever. But also, luck had to catch him at some point.
yep. I mean, how many turns was that with no Paras?
Yeah, exactly. And then it's all Fire Punch. And then this, the Psychic
Oh
Fangs
my
crit,
God.
dude, I gasped. I froze. I was like, oh my
That
god, does he have this? Because, like, Bullet Punch would have killed at that point if he had it.
this is why we're here right here. This game. This game right here. Crits on both sides. RNGesus not picking a side. Just that just good old Monin.
That's right. Just slapping the shit out of each other. Love to see it.
Just clicking buttons. That's all you need to do.
That's right. Back in my day. Amazing 2 weeks.
Yeah, those were great matches.
Yeah, we had another couple good weeks of Pokemon. The Helix standings are still pretty close because we've got three people at 4 wins, three people at 3 wins, and then the rest are at 2 wins. So everybody's like all within 1 or 2 games of each other. Um,
I just got to win out, and I'm good.
And you just got a hacks out, you mean?
Yeah, we got hacks out.
um, Dome is a bit split apart. There's a group of 4 at 5 wins, nobody at 4 wins, two of us at 3 wins, and everybody else is two or less. So that one feels like it has the playoff group already set, whereas Helix is still really up in the air. Um, Kill leaders Gallade, Diggersby, Minshao, Iron Jug, and Lucario. Gallade, not a surprise at all. That Pokemon has been a beast.
How does that work? Does it show per
It's per
division?
team. Yeah. So like who's a Pokemon that like Arcanine would be on here twice? Darmanitan would be on here twice. Yeah, Darmanitan's on here twice. It's 9th and 20th on the kill
Okay.
lead. Um, so yeah, thanks for joining me, guys. Great vid. This was fun talking about it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely not. I'm going back and forth on whether or not I'm upset I didn't join the season, but after watching some of these games, especially Skanky's games, I'm glad I sat it out.
Yeah, some of those are not very encouraging ways to lose.
No, no, not really.
But there's been a ton of great matches, a lot of upsets, a lot of parity. It's been a really good SDB season, and we're getting close to the end now.
Oh yeah, keep it up, guys. They've been entertaining to say the least.
Yeah, definitely has been my favorite season so far.
Oh, you would say that.
Yeah.